Hello everyone, I'm Alan from Technology Moments, and today we're going to share with you the experience that we had installing and configuring this small yet powerful outdoor camera from Aoqee. First of all, it includes everything that you need to install it indoor or outdoors, as this camera is rated IP65, which is something very positive. You can check right here all its specs, the app that you have to download. It is one that we have used in the past and we've liked quite much. We will get the camera, instructions, mounting bracket, mounting template, power adapter, well, everything that you need to have it in place very quickly. Use the template in case that you need to drill for its installation, or just mark wherever the holes need to be drilled. If it is drywall, wood, or even metal, it'll be much easier. You just need to consider that you need to have an outlet close by to connect the camera to it. It's important to understand first how the support is going to be attached to the wall and to the camera. Also important to note here is that if you're planning to install it outdoors, check if the camera is in fact an outdoor camera as this one. Attach it to the bracket and rotate its final position, which by the way, you can make it point to wherever you want as many other models. It is absolutely very easy to install, and in case that you want to record locally, don't forget to install its SD card before mounting it at a high location. Also test if the micro SD card is fully compatible with the model, as some of my cards were not. With the first SD camera that I installed, it was recording but it didn't show in the app. Only after I took the SD card to my laptop, I noticed that it was already recording. As usual, one of the tips that we give to new users is that it's much better to link it to your app before mounting it in remote locations. It'll make the whole process much easier and you can make sure that everything is working fine. Also make sure that your access point or router, whichever you're using for your Wi-Fi access, is compatible with Wi-Fi 4. Very important. And that the network that you are going to connect to at the time of the installation is transmitting to in the 2.4 GHz band. Then the whole process will be trouble-free. Not less important to check that there is a reliable signal strength at the place of installation. In my particular case, as I needed to install it far from the access point, I needed to reposition my Unify beacon repeater. Then it connected very quickly and I was able to check all the features that the app has to offer. This app, for example, works great. It still does not feature human or vehicle detection, and searching through the timeline is somewhat slow. Besides 24/7 and availability for quick live access to the camera, something that we liked very much is that it is very compact and light, so it will not be very bulky and it actually looks very nice. It met our expectations with a clear image and its combination of features. We really liked it. A thing I forgot to mention is that there are several options to set it up, all of them just as convenient. We installed it using Bluetooth, and for that, make sure that the Bluetooth of your cell phone is active at the time of setting it up. Also, be close to the camera. Start the process and the camera will be found automatically in no time. Connect to it, set the Wi-Fi password, and you'll be done literally in seconds. The app features what most apps can offer you, from inviting others to watch your camera, for sharing it with the rest of the family or whoever you leave in charge of your home when you're traveling. By the way, this feature I find very useful. It also features image rotation for ceiling mount, intercom, which is surprisingly good for such small camera. You might just want to set the speaker volume to the maximum. Integration with other systems, privacy settings, notifications and sensitivity tune-up, 24/7 recording, which let's remember that we've seen many models and not all cameras supported. And about this, we strongly recommend the use of well-branded microSDs. You'll also find optional cloud recording, which works very well. And it also features what we found to be very interesting, which is a combination of support lighting with a low-power LED in front of the camera, as well as infrared-assisted recordings. It all depends on what you really need to capture, and also how stealthy we want the camera to be. Alarm, manual light activation, and intercom also worked as expected, particularly if you want to catch your wanted or unwanted visitors' attention. Right here you can choose for the setup mode that we just talked about. This, for example, in case that you need to connect to another network or you just updated your Wi-Fi password. It has a very complete interface, and as you have been able to watch while we explained, it also records at a very good quality. You can see how compression is high, but also quality at day and night is what expected from this camera's price range. As we said, the only thing to improve for this camera, somewhat slow interaction with the timeline and video download. Nothing critical. It is a good app and lets you download and watch live very easily from any mobile device or Alexa-enabled devices. Another very important aspect, which many may be looking for, is that it lets you access the camera simultaneously from 2 different locations. We really like this camera, we've experienced no issues, and it's had a good availability. As usual, your great support to us to continue making these videos is to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. See you next time.